Lincoln Children's Hospital, their mental health section, and then this is the human-centered design I picked, which is the Royal Liverpool University Hospital, where I focused on staff comfort and ease in the workplace. And then this is our site, my site analysis. We are based in Eugene, Oregon, in Lane County specifically, and so a lot of my site analysis was based on the population as a whole and their statistics on what kind of access to care they already have, what they're going to care to healthcare centers to receive, and then of course actual site considerations like zoning and floodplain. And getting right into the assignment, I started out with a bubble diagram to kind of get a feel for how all the spaces would interact with each other, and then move straight on to my topogram and kind of come up with a draft floor plan of how I wanted everything to go together once I had a massing. Speaking of massings, these were the iterations I came up with in order to decide what I was going to move forward with for the project. I ended up going with massing elevation 2, mostly because of how deinstitutionalized it looked as a whole compared to the others, and since that was a focus from the beginning, I wanted to explore that and see what could come of it. Finally, this is the view of the main entrance into my site. You can see the walkway from the parking lot, the staff courtyard covered by brush and trees, and the ambulance drop-off bay, as well as the monumental main entrance. And then another view of my site is the building as a whole, the site plan where my building is situated, and the site we were given, very big site, and then the main roadway is down here. This is the floor plan overview. For intake, you've obviously got the lobby, and the waiting areas for both patients and visitors, the urgent care, which is medical intake for, oh, there's no time. Kathy, where's the time? Sorry. The urgent care for walk-ins and ambulance, and then 23-hour observation, crisis stabilization unit, and staff. Getting right into the floor plan with some bigger views, because I know it's kind of a big space. This would be the walk-in space and urgent care, where a patient could walk in either from this walk-in entrance or be dropped off by ambulance into the ambulance vestibule. From there, they can enter their medical intake area and get cleared to go into one of the units. This is the observation unit, where patients will pass through before being decided if they can be discharged or released into the CSU unit. There's a common release space, a general nurse hub and a nurse station, a seclusion and restraint room in this corner, and general patient amenities. This is a view of that space where they have a great view of the courtyard and access to it, as well as the group activity room. This is the CSU unit with all of the patient rooms, large day space with variable seating, and several nurse bubbles throughout. And this is part of the bigger nurse hub that connects to the other side. This is a view of the patient room where we're using evidence-based design to decide on the furniture, the room layout, what kind of amenities are placed in there, even down to the lighting fixtures and from access to outside use to the lighting fixtures. And then this is the general staff hub as a whole. You can see it connects to both entrances for adolescent and adult. And it serves a lot of the maintenance, admin offices, storage rooms, staff break area that connects to that staff courtyard, and then receiving and handling. And then the adolescent side is pretty much flipped and mirrored. Some of the main differences are in the CSU unit, where we're expected to serve a smaller population of children, and they have some more activities that cater to their specific interests. These are just some elevations and sections of the spaces. A structural plan that focuses on steel beaming and concrete columns, and that's explained in these wall sections. For my systems, I chose a lot of anti-ligature or ligature-resistant lighting systems, and my materials were picked to be neutral, deinstitutionalized, not looking to have a lot of white surfaces, more carpet and wood and that kind of thing. And then for some code compliance, my bathrooms are ADA compliant, and the Oregon's in a cold place, so there's frost line compliancy where the foundations are below a certain point. And then of course for healthcare corridors, they expect about a width of 8 feet due to the hustle and bustle of healthcare life. And then some takeaways, staff sidelines, very important. We learned that a lot in our mock-ups. Variety, bubbles, and deinstitutionalization is the key, and that was that's what